Hi there, my name is Victoire Coulibaly, and today I'm a student in bioscience technology at Holland College, and today I'm going to talk about my project, which is a project that focuses on a common problem that we can find today in medicine, which is antibiotic resistance. So to explore that topic, I focus on a specific bacteria called Staphylococcus aureus, known as SRS, a bacteria that lives on our skin, and when it forms a biofilm becomes extremely hard to kill. So I asked myself the question to know through that study that if any other non-antibiotic alternative could destroy those biofilm. So I looked at two different things. The first one was the cell-free supernatant of Bacillus subtilis, which is another bacteria too, a bacteria known to secrete lipopeptide that disrupt biofilms. The second is an aqueous extract of Hibiscus sabdariffa, also known as roselle, or is a tea that we can take and to drink. People take in different traditions to drink it, which contains rather phenolic and flavonoid compound that can damage bacterial cell membrane. So my hypothesis here was to combine, test if those two elements combined would disrupt totally a biofilm that I will create just to validate my hypothesis. So to test this, I build skin mimicking that we can find here model using a gelatin cotton substrate layered on an LB agar base, and which will represent my skin tissue. I did grow a Nessorus culture that I liquid culture that I dropped here, represented by the dot on my skin, and I did do my treatment, which were the SFS alone, the subdariffa alone, both combined, and nothing untreated, which was my control. So, and I left them for 96 hours for incubation. Then I did characterize prior my treatment on my skin the TFSA, which is the total flavonoid content in the aqueous extract, and the total phenolic content in the extract. And it showed me that it was good, and I can go ahead and use this extract that I did after my skin incubation, my 96 hours. I did an MPN assay that showed me that the control, as expected, did not have any disruption, but surprisingly, the combination that I expected to show more disruption and total disruption of the biofilm did not either show a disruption as my control. And again, another surprise was to know that what I said would not be enough to destroy the biofilm did actually work. My H subdariffa, my B subtilis CFSs, but it was not constant. Though this it was not constant, but still there were some there was stop of growth at some point when I was doing my assay. So why did the combination fail? I have two possible explanations. First, the roselle extract, which is an acidic extract, could have inactivated the lipopeptide in the CFSs. So meaning when both reacted, some things some things that could have helped to disrupt the biofilm did were killed. And the other thing is that the 96 hours incubation was too much. In conclusion, why I couldn't confirm a synergy as I expected for both for the combination of these individual these agents, my study actually showed that individually those agents are able to kill biofilm, but it will be more wise to go further with that study, with a wider dilution range through different triplicates doing my MPN because I didn't have a triplicate, and perhaps I did do a more design study to go further and have best result that will be explicit and clear. Thank you so much for listening to me. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.